Hi everyone. It's been a while, right? It's been a while, and I'll be honest with you, I've been for the past few weeks, I think it's been at least 3 weeks since I put up the last vlog, and I've always wanted to start again, and I've been trying to figure out a way to do this, to streamline, because I'll be honest with you, the main channel is taking a lot of my time to put out a video a day, a quality video a day. It is very time consuming, and to do that and to do this channel, it's tough. Now, like all of you knew, when I first started this channel, my dream was to turn this into a very Casey Neistat-ish channel. He was my hero. The way he filmed, I wanted to capture that look. But at this moment, I just don't have the time to do something like that, especially what I want to do with my special projects. So, for this particular channel, we're going to do two things. First of all, I'm going to compile all the videos I've taken on Snapchat and Instagram, so all of you can see that in one little neat package. And also on this channel, I will answer the questions on my videos, because it's also very time consuming for me to go through every question and type out my thoughts, when sometimes it's just easier for me to say it. So that's what you're going to see on this particular channel, me answering questions and my Instagram and Snapchat videos, okay, and maybe some little thoughts here and there. But you'll also notice that I'll take some care into editing this thing, but it won't be any special production. This will be a purely behind the scenes channel of everything I'm doing. It's going to be very raw. It's going to be very, not as professional as you would see, and especially not as professional as my other channel, but it is what it is. But I thank you guys for hanging on, for wanting to see the behind the scenes stuff. Like, if you're subscribed to this channel, you want to see this behind the scenes stuff, so I hope to deliver that to you. But I thank you for sticking around. We'll see how long this particular one lasts. So, good morning. Just dropped off my daughter. She's getting on the bus right now. Time to go home and get the work on. Woo-hoo! Quick breakfast and the live stream. Eggs. I'm currently uploading my next Ask the Artist episode with John Tyler Christopher, and he mentioned something that was pretty interesting, something I might want to do. He mentioned getting a personal license from comic book companies to do your own personal variant covers for titles. And what if I did that for Transformers? For example, IDW has the Revolution. What if I did my own interconnecting Revolution cover and then sold them personally through myself or through my online store? But again, something to think about. I probably won't do this until next year when I actually do a full convention circuit, but definitely something to think about. Thank you, John Michael Tyler Christopher. As fast as this new computer is, it won't help with my upload speed, for sure. 20 minutes. Woohoo! So a couple things I need to do this morning. First of all, since I have it set up already, I need to do my stand-up for next week's interview, which is a great one, actually. And then I'll finally get to this Punisher piece. Now, I'll see how much I could get done during the day. If I feel I could finish it during today, then I will continue it later tonight. If not, I need to get a video out tomorrow, so I'll probably do something else quicker. Maybe even some arty games, because I'm going to hit 15,000 subscribers, I think, today. Okay, I'm going to draw the second half of this Daredevil piece. This will be a Punisher on this side, the Jon Bernthal Punisher. So I'm going to try to finish this today, but we'll see. So I spent about an hour laying out this Punisher pose. So I'm going to get to inking it this afternoon, see how much I could get done in the next couple hours. Currently drawing this Punisher piece here. It's actually a connection to my Daredevil piece. So if you guys want, you can watch me draw this on Facebook Live this afternoon. So come on to my Facebook page, facebook.com/theboxofficeartist, and I'll see you over there. So this is how far I got with the Punisher. I gotta go pick up my daughter now. Probably continue this later on in the next day or so. Gotta move on to something new. Taking a break from the live stream, and this is my lunch here. Some chicken and some tabbouleh salad. Yummy! I haven't worked out in a long time, so why don't we do it old school with... Oh! Old school! 15 years old, baby! There's a post-workout meal. So we got chicken, a little bit of rice, about a cup of white rice. That should be fine. And some tabbouleh again. Yum! So I finished up the live stream for tonight, and this is what we drew. It's a bodybuilder who's wearing an astronaut helmet, who's vlogging. So that was a lot of fun for sure. Okay, so let's get to some questions here. I'm just going to look quickly on my phone. Just give me a second here. So here we go, notifications. Sheldon Diaz commented on my Transformers 30th anniversary tribute. Please tell me that took you at least 3 days. Well, actually, Sheldon, it took more than 3 days, but I'll tell you the amount of time it took to do the Transformers the movie piece took about, how many hours? I would like to say 14, 15 hours altogether. Okay. Thank you guys for your comments for the John Tyler Christopher interview. So I'm just going to answer a couple of these questions here. So I'm going to go, Prophet of Prime says, I've never been good at the business side of art. I definitely learned a lot from this video. I'm glad you did. Luke says, amazing interviews, man. Keep them coming. Thank you very much, Luke Cruz. Let's see. Let's go to the actual questions. Oh, Renji says, OMG. Yes, Sakimi-chan. Look out for that interview next week, okay? You guys, because she is the #1 Patreon artist. Literally, she makes like 20,000 every 2 weeks or something crazy like that. But how did she do it? It's very interesting. So check that out next week, okay? Let me see. Try to see if I could get to the actual questions. Oh, John Tyler Christopher actually replied, says, I was honored, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, John Tyler Christopher, fantastic artist, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much just warm comments, so thank you guys for that. Thank you for all the great comments over there. Splinter Point asks on my Transformers Grimlock video, can I get this on a shirt? The answer is no, because, you know, I want to do this properly, and, you know, that's a copyrighted character, so I can't really sell shirts, especially online, for sure. Let's see. Our Angel 84 on my Torbjorn video said you should seriously consider putting together a. Wait, hold on. Let me read the whole thing. Seriously, put together a compilation of all your work, old and new, just making a book for sale. Just a suggestion. I'm toying around with the idea of doing a sketchbook. My buddy Alex Milne, he does these sketchbooks. Like, he takes a lot of his art and just throws in a sketchbook, sells them for $30 each. I'm thinking about it, but we'll see. Again, once I start getting more into the convention circuit, we'll see. On the same video, Rosaku, I won't even bother with the last name. Your drawings are amazing, but I think the resolution of your camera needs to be higher. Sometimes I can't see some of the details you put on the canvas. I also think that I don't zoom into certain areas. I just leave the camera at a certain distance. So when I do things fine, you can't really see it. But I'll try to do my best to get a little bit closer, Rosaku, okay? Let me see what else. Yeah, my 2-point perspective video. For my 2-point perspective video, Dark Ray 49874 asks, I don't remember if you've gone over it or not, but is there a way to know where to put the horizon line on the page? The horizon line is the eye line. It's where you want your viewer to view your page, okay? So if your viewer is, for example, 6 feet tall, the horizon line should be like 6 feet from the ground, okay? Or so everything that hits that horizon line should be 6 feet tall. Think about it that way. Okay, it's a little complicated, but if you look back, I do talk about that at the beginning of the video, so try to check that out. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Mike Jocko commented. Hold on one second here. Mike Jocko. Would you be able to show a tutorial with perspective relating to curves? Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Yes, the answer is yes. Now we will get to 3-point perspective, but then later on I will show you how, like for example, circles comes into play, cylinders, how that comes to play. That will be a later tutorial. Like honestly, perspective, there are hundreds of different topics when it comes to perspective. So, I will do a lot of them for sure. Just be patient. It will be in the pipeline just a little bit later on. Okay. And maybe just a couple more questions here. Don't want this video to be too long. Okay. Demon. Hold on. This guy's name is Demon. Demon Vizarek says, have you ever drawn your own original comic? Are you planning to? And great video. Thank you for the great comics. Yes, I am planning on doing my own original characters. How am I going to release it? I'm still working on it. I have some ideas, thinking outside the box on how I'm going to release these characters, but you won't see them for 2 years, okay? I'm going to do that Star Wars piece, then going to take a little bit of time to develop it, then release my personal IP, but we will see how that goes, okay? So that's the plan. Okay, and see, maybe one more question here. Sorry guys, one more question. Seth Bennett on my Can't Draw Humans video says, do Pat Lee still do comics? I believe he has a production company in Hong Kong right now. So I believe it's called Secret Lab or something like that. So I don't think he actually does comics per se. I think he just works in film now, but I don't think so. Okay, and maybe one more question here. Let's try this one here. Let's see what this question is from James Ray. And this will be the last one. But I noticed your samples. Okay, this is a good question. I will always love your work, but I noticed that your samples, that your characters are brighter and whiter than the background. Did you use whiteout, apply separate level with a separate piece of paper and glue? He's referring to again, when I Can't Draw Humans video, where you will see the characters and then you'll see the backgrounds. The backgrounds are done pencil. The characters have ink on them. James, what happened would be I pencil the characters, and then the inker would ink on top of it, and then he would erase the pencils underneath it. That's why it is so pristine and white underneath it, because the inker actually erased the pencils that were underneath those drawings. He did not touch the backgrounds. That's why the backgrounds are darker, because they're not inked at all. It's fully penciled, but the actual characters were inked. That's why it looks like that. So I didn't glue anything on top. The extra characters I drew on the side, they were added digitally into the actual comic book, so I didn't actually cut them out and paste them on. Okay, so that's all the questions I'm going to answer. Now, usually for these question and answers, they will just be for the video of the previous day. So, for example, if this was just the John Tyler Christopher video, I would just be answering those questions from the John Tyler Christopher videos. But pretty much that's what I will be doing on this channel, okay? So I hope you guys will enjoy the new formats. Sorry I couldn't make it more than it is, but this is my best way to answer all of your questions and at the same time show you some behind the scenes, okay? But thank you guys for watching. My name is James. I'm the Box Office Artist. Continue to follow me, blah blah blah. I'll see you guys tomorrow.